What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Play Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the last part, we completed Jellyfish Fields, took down the evil king. Well, I guess just displaced him from his home, the King Jellyfish. Saved Squidward, and in this one, we're going to go into a brand new level. So yeah. I'm so glad I've slept and I can actually maybe go through an entire episode without yawning.
Downtown Bikini Bottom. Once a bustling metropolis, now a debris-covered.
What is that red stuff? We're gonna have to find out. This is one of the better levels in the game.
SpongeBob, the robots are destroying downtown Bikini Bottom. We have to evacuate.
Do we?
All right, but it's gonna take a while to get all this dust.
Not vacuum.
Why can't we vacuum?
We have to get everyone to safety.
Can we just load them up in the boats?
That won't do any
Why not?
good.
Why not?
Shit, I just said that.
Because the robots have taken all the steering wheels.
Couldn't we just drive in a straight line?
Oh!
No, there are too many turns.
Reverso.
Those fiends, they thought of everything. Never fear, Mrs. Puff. I'll get those steering wheels back.
SpongeBob, if you're involved, I always
Sick burn, Miss
fear.
Puff.
But I tell you what, if you can pull this off, I'll give you a golden spatula.
I believe it's pronounced turkey baster.
How about a driver's license instead?
Slick.
Nice try.
Dude, SpongeBob's so slick. Anyhow, whenever the majority of missions Miss Puff gives us are collectible missions, with Jellyfish Field being one of the few exceptions. But yeah, she does do that a lot. So expect to get your collectibles primarily from Mr. Puff, Mrs. Puff. Anyway, if you go up here, you'll see he's shooting sinks at us. Now this is probably one of the more obscure spatulas in the game. What you want to do is you want to get him to use his cannon, and he'll follow you, right? And you want him to break the tikis. Now you don't necessarily have to do that, as you just saw. I can jump it, but for some like these, I think you have to get him to hit it. Yeah. Damn, I didn't bounce it. Boom. This is honestly one of my more favorite levels, just because not only is the music awesome here, just listen to that, but it's so much bigger, and you'll see what I mean later. It's so much more expansive than the majority of these levels are, and all the golden spatulas are good. Oh, you just got anviled. Anyway, now on top of that little sailor lad, once we do that, is our first golden spatula of downtown Bikini Bottom. Now I did want to address this. As you can see, you unlock different levels through getting golden spatulas. We actually have enough now to go to Goo Lagoon, and by the end of this world, we'll have enough to fight the boss. We're gonna do this in sequential order, just so just to maintain order, not just go back and forth. So we'll be doing it in the order we're intended to play them. So that's how it is. Now, right in front of us, oh my god, fuck off. I hate those signs. Anyway, right in front of us is our new power-up, the Bubble Ball. Whoop. And you'll see more of this through the time comes. It's kind of okay, and ooh, that could not possibly be a new enemy. I'm gonna name him Ted. How's it going, Ted? Oh, maybe they're gonna give him a high five. Or 40. Oh shit. Oh! Gary with the snipe. Meow. I love that. I love that snail. Anyway, this is G-Love. One of my favorite enemies. Actually, I think the reason I like this level so much is because my two favorite enemies are introduced here. And G-Love was the first one, and you'll see the second one pretty soon. Anyway, what we need to do right here is SpongeBob through these obstacle courses. Not too hard. Now, what we have to do here, if we want, as you saw, we have to go all the way around just to go through it. But if you explode these Thunder Tikis, you get a bunch of little shortcuts. So whenever you see a Thunder Tiki, always do that. Trust me, you'll save yourself a lot of time when you're, maneuvering through the depths of downtown Bikini Bottom. Because this, actually, I'm pretty sure this is the biggest level. Don't quote me on that, might be wrong, but yeah, it's definitely up there. Now, once we can go here, see, right by the sailor statue. And I kind of forgot this, glad I just remembered. But if we go past this, fight the Tartar guy, whoop, boom. I think this might be the first time we fought, no it hasn't been. I was gonna say it was the first time we fought a Tartar with SpongeBob, but it is not the case. Anyway, get a sock right there. These socks are like I said in the last part that Jellyfish Field is a bit cruel with getting socks and all that, and I still think that's true. Now, if you can go up here, can we? Because I know there's a sock up there. I'm not sure if we can get it at this point. I still think that's true, but oh no, we'll get that later in this episode. But these ones are kind of like that, but at the same time, you can see them, and there's a easier way to get them. You just have to look for them. But they're definitely not like hidden behind a corner or anything, so I still think these ones are a lot better. Now that we've, you know, got a flying car, we can go on. Just listen to that music. It's like, you know, Bikini Bottom's a town full of, you know, hustlers and shakers. Now, I haven't gotten into this, but whenever the cannons shoot things, it'll either be the sinks or the cannonballs, as you saw in the first part of Bikini Bottom, or couches. I think there might be another one, but yeah. Oh, also, I forgot to bring this up at the beginning of this episode. If you saw that my shining count was different from the last part, well, congratulations, because you, sir or madam, have great observational skills. But that is because I actually, for the first 4 parts, did not record on this Xbox. If you've watched our other series, Mitch, I borrowed his Xbox. My Xbox wasn't working, but okay. Anyway, Bubble Buddy basically just says that this door's locked. Who would do that? What a fiend! But yeah, my Xbox wasn't working, so yeah. Mitch left his over from a recording, so I borrowed his. I'm not, to this day, I'm really not sure what the problem was, but yeah. Maybe I didn't plug it in or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the problem was, but yeah. So just had to use Mitch's. It's one of those things that, like, you're like, oh shit, now I have to go buy a new Xbox, and you're like, well, alright. Right before we're gonna check to see if we have, you know, if it'll work, you know, last ditch effort, and it worked. So really fortunate about that, but yeah. Anyway, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna buy this clam. We're just gonna open it, but we're not gonna go to the sea needle just yet. We're gonna finish this level first. We're gonna come back to the sea needle after a couple episodes. We're just gonna continue on this path here. Now these, I don't remember their official names, but basically they're and by the way, those are not my favorite enemies. They're kind of annoying, but yeah, those are definitely one of the more. Oh, there's Gary.
Hi, Gary.
I'll talk about it in a sec. Meow.
Yes, thanks for noticing. I have been working out.
Because you're ripped.
Meow. Not done. Doesn't that mean meow?
Looks like an exit.
Oh, that's the entrance to the rooftops, which leads
Which
to
we
the
have
lighthouse?
really no reason to go to, other than, you know, let's go to it. Why not?
Aha! There's another golden spatula. I
Yes,
could
you
really
could.
use that. Meow. What do you mean, get Sandy to help
I
me?
can get through this.
I can get
I'm
through
a
this.
badass sponge.
Meow, meow. Oh, that gap looks big. Okay, I'm definitely not making that jump. How is anyone going to get across there? Uh-oh, more robots. Holy Dutchman's ghost! That gap looks impossible! And impassable! Okay, I'll go get Sandy to help me out.
Now, for the 2 people who didn't guess this, Sandy is our 3rd playable character. She was the squirrel that the Tartar shot in episode 3. Nope, that was episode 4. That was last episode. Yeah, anyway. Sandy is the 3rd and final playable character. And as you see here, Patrick, well, actually you'll see, we're about to see it here. You turn into Sandy. All's good. Turn back to SpongeBob. SpongeBob is playable in every level, and Patrick and Sandy switch out. Now, Sandy does have more levels than Patrick, which is kind of whatever. But, yeah. There's definitely a bit of a distribution. So by far, you'll be playing as SpongeBob through, like, probably 60% of the game, and then the other, Sandy and Patrick had about 20. But, definitely. And, like, you think, oh, well, that's not fair, because, you know, Patrick and Sandy are awesome characters. SpongeBob's gameplay is good enough alone to warrant it. Anyway, now we break that, and there's a sock there. I think we can get it now. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna try, and if not, we'll get it through the way to the lighthouse. Yeah, not getting that. All right, we'll get it to the lighthouse. Now, Sandy plays a bit different than Patrick. As you saw, she can hover. She has forward attacks, does not have an upward attack, but I'll show this off in a sec. She has this whatever. She has a rope. And, yeah. Actually, you know what? Where can I show this off pretty good?
Let's offer birdie.
Alright. Actually, we're going to jump down here for a quick second, because there is a sock. Actually, I think you can get this with Spongebob. I'm not 100% sure. But, we're going to show this off real quick. Now, you can target and pull them down with Sandy. So Sandy can get, upwards enemies, but not to the same efficiency as, well, actually maybe more efficiently. Who knows? Yeah. Oh, come on. I can make that. You know what? I'm making that. This isn't over. So, the reason I really do like this level is because of all the different pathways you can take. Like, and you destroy these things, and you can either, you know, run through it with SpongeBob, or you can fly through it with Sandy and her lasso of Lass. Spoiler, Sandy's really Wonder Woman.
I'm getting dizzy just
Yeah, me too. I didn't even see it. Now, we just have to proceed through the path here. And this is essentially Sandy's tutorial level. After this, the tutorials kind of stop, which is nice, because you know what? No one wants to see that. This is just a talent saying about the lasso. Now, if we drop, which we're going to have to do a bit, we can get another steering wheel. This is probably one of the more missable ones, just because you don't think, like, I usually never think to go get that one. And if we look right up here, another one I usually miss, which is odd, because this one's probably the easiest to get, excluding the first one. Now, all 11 won't be in, just in this part. I think the majority of them are, but the rest, like, they're scattered throughout, so if you play through all these parts, you can get it. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna maybe finally go be our flying squirrel self and get to the top of this thing. But, like, yeah, seriously, this level is so wonderful, not just because of the great music, but just because you're, like, flying through a city and you're looking for, like, all these special things. Like, the collectibles are in roofs and you have to figure out how to get there. There's, like, new enemy types. And, like, as you'll see throughout the later bits of the level, probably some of the more funner, that's a word. Actually, you know what? I want to talk about that. Why isn't funner a word? I know, yeah, people are going to say it's not grammatically correct, but if you're understanding, like, to me, language is, and you know, I'm not a honor student, mind you, but to me, language, the whole point of it is getting people to understand you. If people can understand what gooder means, then why can't it be a word? Why do we have to just, you know, say, oh, it's not grammatically correct? Well, shouldn't English be, or any language, the main method of just being ways to communicate? Why do we have to, you know, like, if you understand what gooder means, then it should be a word just because, like, people understand it. People know what that means. But, I don't know, that's just my take on it. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of fun platforming in this levels, and I really do enjoy this one. So, absolutely one of my favorite levels. I think maybe some of the later levels suffer a bit just because I feel like Downtown Bikini Bottom, Goo Lagoon, and Jellyfish Field were really worked on, or maybe as the other ones were not worked on as much, but that might just be me. Anyhow, we've got through Downtown Bikini Bottom, at least the first part. Got a bunch of socks, how many steering wheels do we got? 5 steering wheels, pretty good turnaround. So in the next part, we're gonna go and go to, where are we going? Whoop, Downtown Rooftops.